What's going on, guys? We're back at you with a brand new video. Today we're at Indianapolis Supercross, fan fest right now. Hopefully we're gonna be able to get some cool interviews with some privateer riders, get a few signatures, and just enjoy ourselves. So let's get right into it. All right, so this is one of the privateers. What's your name?
Josh Greco here. We've been racing professional for 14 years, pretty much a privateer or small satellite teams. Privateer most of the years, but we're out here in Indy. Originally from California. We live in Valparaiso, Indiana now, and yeah.
Okay, so what kind of bike are you rocking over here?
We're on a gas 450. East Coast, I'll run the 450 class. West Coast, I'll be on a gas 250. We run the 250 West Lights class. And then most of the year I run the 450. It's just easier to maintain and you don't have to modify it as much.
So based off of your experiences, since you said you've been on some satellite teams, what do you prefer, being by yourself or being with a small little team like that?
So every year if I've been on a satellite team, I was on my own bike anyways. So I actually lost support when I'd be under a semi because people would think I was getting more support. So it'd be harder to actually get help from them. So when I do my own thing, I can promote everyone myself, pull in my sponsors, everything on my own. It definitely helps my season more just everywhere, just driving myself, sleeping in the van, doing all my own stuff. I kind of don't have someone over me telling me what to do.
So what was your amateur career like? What was some of the stuff you did? There's a lot of people going out to Loretta's and stuff like that. Was that like a big part of your amateur career? Or?
So I actually never raced Loretta's. Being from California, it was just too far for us to go. I picked up a factory Polini ride. They don't even make those anymore, but Polini 50s. I raced for them for 2 years and got 3 amateur titles on them. I rode for KTM for a year on 65s. We got offered a Cowie ride when I was on 60s, and we didn't take it back then. There was some stuff in the contract that we just couldn't do. Other than that, pretty much raced a lot of local stuff. 85 years and stuff, we just ran local series and just kind of had fun with it. And then right before I turned 16, I wanted to turn pro. So we hopped up on the big bike. I was 4'9" my first pro race. So wow. I was a little guy.
Where was your debut at?
My very first national was Glen Helen in 2009. And then my very first Supercross was Anaheim 1 in 2010.
And how'd both those races go?
Glen Helen, my first national, I made it out of the LCQ into the show. I don't remember what result we got. We were just so excited for the very first pro national. That was like my biggest achievement to my life at that point. And then the very first Supercross, we missed the night show. It took 3 rounds until we finally got it in the night show. Then we pretty much have made it almost consistently every year since.
Cool. So I know you got to have goals as a rider, so what are some of your goals for tonight's event?
So tonight, I just want to get through it healthy. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm an old man in the sport. I've actually been dealing a lot with a physical issue. We just got blood work. I think I have Epstein-Barr, so I'm out on the track just dying right now. Just holding my arms up. It's hard. So tonight, we just want to stay off the ground and make it through the night. I mean, you'll hear everyone say they want to make a main and whatever, but that was our goals prior this season, and now we're just kind of in survival mode. Stay up, get as good a result as we can, and make it to the next weekend.
All right, cool. Thank you, man. And what's your Instagram so we can put it in here?
My Instagram is Greco976. That's Greco 976. I post a lot of funny stuff on there. We do have subscription-based stuff as well that we'll do track walk and stuff and show it to the subscribers, and we do a lot of giveaways as well. But if you want to just follow the page for nothing, give it a follow.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yep. You have a good race.
Thank you.
All right, with another privateer. What's your name and what bike do you ride?
My name is Preston Taylor. I'm here on a Yankton Motorsports Kawasaki. Today I'm on the 450. It's a factory edition, and yeah, we're in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium, ready for a good night. All
right, what state are you from?
I'm from Nebraska. I recently moved to Kansas City with my girlfriend. I've been living there for 2 years now, so I'm from Kansas City, but I'm originally from Nebraska.
All right, so you sleeping in the van, working out of the van, stuff like that?
Oh yeah, last night I raced arena cross in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My dad and my friend drove all night so I could get here, just slept in the back of the van, real privateer life.
Hey man, yeah, I appreciate the hustle, that's sick.
Heck yeah.
what was your amateur career like, and when did you turn pro?
Yeah, my amateur career was nothing too crazy. I went to Loretta's about 7 times, but I never put any real good results until I was in college boy, which was like 3 years ago. So, yeah, in 2017, I went to Club MX, spent 3 months there, and I feel like that's where I made some big improvements. I kept training ever since and still chasing the dream.
Okay, what year did you go pro, and where was it at?
Back in 2018, I had a couple local races. Started racing pro there, and then went to Loretta's and did the AMA arena cross stuff to get my pro license, and then been doing Supercross ever since.
All right, cool, man. I mean, you love to see it. You guys truly make the sport entertaining and stuff, and it was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. You want to check out the van?
Oh yeah, sure.
This is where me and my girlfriend sleep. My dad goes underneath. He sleeps down here, so that way we got a little double bunk. And when we're driving, me and my girlfriend could sleep too. Stuff is falling out. Got extra gear falling out. We have 2 live. Food underneath. On the back part, we carry 2 bikes. I have my 250 race bike too. This bike's fully built by Pro Circuit. I race the 250 West Coast, so that's what I really try and push. But 450, I come out here and just try and get in the night show and race with the big guys. This is the setup. We got the lights set up. We need lights tonight.
So while he's setting that up, do you want to plug in your Instagram and talk about that?
Yeah, my Instagram's Preston T96, and the same thing on TikTok, and then my Facebook's Preston Taylor. So.
All right, cool, man.
We're trying to get YouTube going.
Oh yeah, man.
Show off more of the Privateer Life.
Yeah, it's sick. The setup's cool. The light, that's awesome.
Work on it when it gets dark out. After the main event.
Yep. All right. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
We're with the Privateer right now. What's your name and what bike you rocking?
My name is Tony Yusko. I got a KX 250 2023. Just bought it back in November.
Nice. So where are you located out of?
I'm originally from Ohio, Akron, Canton area. I just moved down to Tampa area, Florida, last summer to try to get out of the snow and train all year round.
Yeah, man. So what's like the van? You know what I mean? You living out your van right now? Good traveling around?
Yeah, for the weekend, you know, I left Florida Thursday afternoon, drove till Nashville, slept in the van, and drove here. I got a hotel at least, so people helped me out with a hotel for the weekend because it's cold up here. But yeah, just driving, sleeping in the van, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's sick. Yeah, it's sick. I mean, it's the hustle, man. It's sick.
Yep.
So talk about the bike a little bit, like the suspension and if you have an engine builder or anything like that.
No, this motor is 100% stock. The only thing I've done to it is put Supercross suspension on it and a pipe. Other than that, it's stock. I mean, still stock handlebars. Put grips on it, but that's it. I geared it for Supercross, you know, chain and sprocket, but that's it. You know, it's the Privateer Life, man. We're on a budget.
Yep. What was your amateur career like? Did you go to Loretta's, stuff like that?
Yeah, man, I went to Loretta's in Super Mini 1 and Super Mini 2 back in 2010, I think was the year I made it. Then I made it in B class in 2013. And then after that, I took a year off. And after that, I tried just steadily getting points for my pro card, got my outdoor card, and then I got hurt my first 2 years having my pro card. Took another year off and then started going for my Supercross, and I just got my Supercross card last year. So it's been a steadily building. You know, went to Loretta's 3 times. Didn't have a huge amateur career, but hey, you're on a budget and you're a privateer. It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, you really are. You're putting in the work. You know what I mean? You're out here. It's sick. It's sick. You love to see it. So what's your Instagram and all your socials?
So my Instagram is @Tony_289.
Okay.
And my Facebook is just Tony Yusko. I don't have a Twitter. All I use is Instagram and Facebook, really. I'm old school.
Yeah. All right, cool, man. Well, it was nice meeting you, and I wish you the best of luck out there.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yep, we're with another privateer. What's your name and what bike do you ride?
Jared Fletcher, riding this YZ 252 stroke. She's a danger.
How's the track going so far?
Everything's a little sticky, a little deep. I'm pretty slow pace today, especially compared to Daytona last week. But I don't know. I think it's kind of working tonight for the racing, and I think it'll be a good racetrack.
So, what made you pick the 2-stroke to race?
I rode it in December on a Supercross track, and I was really surprised on how much I liked it, how much fun I had, and how well the bike performs. So it was really just, that's kind of what made my decision for me. When I rode it the first time on a Supercross track, right then and there, I was like, man, I wonder what it'd be like to take this thing to the stadium.
Yeah. I mean, is anything done with the suspension? You know, the motors, anything?
Enzo suspension. They're helping out with the A-kit, basically hooking everything up with that. Pro taper sprockets, Moto Pro graphics, Fly Racing. I mean, CD. There's a bunch of guys helping out, so a bunch of companies. Moto Seat. I mean, just keeping this thing looking fresh every single weekend. So, and keeping it running good. Derek Harris building the motor. Really can't thank him enough. Building 2 motor packages has been phenomenal. So.
What was your amateur career like? Did you do any amateur nationals like Loretta's and stuff like that? And
I've been to Loretta's more times than probably should admit without having too good of results. So I think I've been to Loretta's, qualified 10 times. Best finish was 10th overall, B class, 2014. So never really did anything in A class, but kind of sprouted once we got into the pro stuff, and yeah, still doing it at 27.
Where was your pro debut at?
So I raced High Point National, was my first ever outdoor national, and then I raced Atlanta Supercross in the same year, 2016. That would have been my first Supercross, so both in 2016.
And what state you out of?
Georgia.
Georgia, man, you're far away.
Yeah, we're far from home.
Like, what would you say is your favorite part about racing pro?
I'd say just the atmosphere with everybody around. You get to see all the dudes every weekend, and just kind of being pushed, I mean, mentally and physically pushed every single weekend to be your best. I think is kind of what keeps us coming back. Really just the love of the sport and the enjoyment of riding a dirt bike.
Yeah, nice. What's your Instagram and all your socials?
Everything is at jlesh412. Find me there and on all social platforms. So yeah, go check it out. I think you guys will like it.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
All right, tell me your name and what bike you're riding.
Lane Shaw, number 129. We're here at Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indy, riding the Gas 454 Smoke, and yeah, we're getting ready for the night show.
All right, how long have you been racing pro for?
This is my 6th year. I didn't actually start riding a dirt bike until I was 13, turned pro at 20, and then this is my 6th year professional racing.
So it's still possible for some of the dudes starting in later in their life?
100%. As long as you have a will, there's a way. As long as you work hard, anything's possible.
So would you say, I mean, how long do you think you'll be racing for? Like, because
I want to race as long as I can.
Yeah. You're doing it for the love of the sport.
Oh, man, I love dirt bikes. I love being on 2 wheels. I love being able to teach kids my passion, show them my passion, and just live a dream.
Yeah, man, I get it. Where are you out of? What state?
Alvin, Texas, a little south of Houston, like 15 hours from here.
Wow, man, that's far away from Indy.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the setup? The van, like what's all going on?
Yeah, this is the van. This is where what gets us down the road.
Gets you down the road?
Yeah, me and my mechanic, and then mom comes everywhere I go. She either flies or drives with us. We get 2 bikes in here. We're on one right now. We have one messed up at the house. We're getting it fixed. But yeah, we're just living the dream, 1 mile at a time.
Yeah, man, that's sick. Love to hear it. So what was your amateur career like?
Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I started racing at 15. First year I was racing, I went to Loretta's and got 4th.
What class?
250C mod, and I got 5th in 250C stock. So that just kind of started it all. And then ever since then, I went 5 years in a row to Loretta's and turned pro after the 5th.
Wow, man. Where was your pro debut at?
Pro debut was St. Louis 2017. So it's kind of like 6.5 years. I got my pro license and then went straight into Supercross after I got it.
Wow, man, that's sick. I love to see, the privateers. I feel like they give a backbone to the sport. You know what I mean? The sport wouldn't be here without you guys. And I appreciate it. So, do you have like an engine builder, or is this just a pure stock bike? Or
stock with ignition from Twisted Development. And I have Enzo suspension on it. I have some triple clamps from X-Trig. I got some nice rims plus wheels. A couple things that I like to run with, but Ignition right now, I got XPR, as I have a piston in my race bike, and I have a piston on the way for this one, but not in there yet.
right.
So pretty much just stock.
That's cool, man. What's your Instagram?
LaneShaw86, check me out. Or you can look at Fast Lane Training on Instagram as well. It's my training group that I train my kids out of. So both my Instagrams are right there. And yeah, find me there.
All right, cool, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
You have a good day.
You too.
Well, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Forgot to film an outro while we were there. So I just wanted to shed some light on the privateer riders. You know, really show the backbone of the sport. Because not everybody out there is on a factory racing team. So next time you're there, you know, go past the big rigs, go talk to the privateers because they're cool to talk to. You know, you get an insight of what Supercross is. You know what I mean? You can talk to them about the tracks and how it's a lot different than motocross and stuff like that. And you don't get that from the big name guys. You know what I mean? And they'll talk to you. You know what I mean? So I mean, it was a really cool experience, and you guys should definitely go check all those guys out on Instagram and all of their socials. And that's going to do it for this video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop a brand new video. With all that being said, we'll catch you on the next one. Free.